Okay, task 1 is tricky, but it's even more fun when you have a couple of sets of data. Here is an example. This one has a line graph and 2 pie charts. So I'd really like to point out that you have to make a selection. You have to choose the most important and the relevant features. Do not try to report or copy all of the information. You will lose marks. Part of the skill for success in task 1 is relevance. And down here you can see the standard instruction in an IELTS task 1 test. Summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Let's just have a quick look at them. In the line graph, you can see the focus is on extinctions of plant and animal species. Also notice it's only in tropical forests. These numbers here must be years, and it's clear it is a projection into the future. And of course these numbers are so large they must represent the number of plants and animals that have become extinct. As for the pie charts, the first one is divided into 2 categories. The second pie chart deals with one category from the first one, human impact or human threats. Let's continue. The first thing you have to do is write an overview. Keep it simple and direct. I like to advise students to answer the who, what, where, when, how much, how many questions. Very rarely do you worry about why. So let's go through them. Who or what is the graph about? If you remember, the line graph is about species of plants and animals, and the pie charts were only about plants, not animals, and the second one dealt with human impact on plants. Where was the data from? In the line graph, remember, the data only deals with tropical forests. This is important. And the pie chart doesn't say where, so don't worry about it. What about how much, how many? Now this is important in later paragraphs. But I want to say from the beginning, expressing quantity is a very important skill in IELTS Task 1 writing. For example, the number of extinctions in every million species. For every million species, something will occur. And also notice my example here. It's just an example, 81.3%. How do you express this quantity? You could write just over 80%, or a little over 4/5. What about this one, 18.7%? You could write less than 20%, or less than 1/5. But as I said, these expressions are important for later when you write other paragraphs. When? In the 20th century, from the beginning of the 20th century to the end, over a 100-year period, every decade, currently, existing, or in 2060. and what. This is super important. Identify the key noun in each graph. In the line graph, the key noun is extinctions. And in the pie chart, the key noun is threats. Now, I just want you to go back and have a look at it. Sorry, I might be making you a little dizzy. Have a look. The key noun is extinctions. And the key noun in the pie charts is threats. Here is the sample overview. This set of graphs show how much danger animals and plants are in as a result of human activity. The line graph predicts the number of extinctions for both plants and animals in tropical forests to the year 2100, while the pie charts show the impact of human activity over natural events. In the next paragraph, only write about the line graph. Extinctions in tropical forests are predicted to rise dramatically to reach a peak in 2060 at 50,000. This number will drop quickly over the next decade and continue to decline towards the end of the 21st century, reaching 28,000. Nevertheless, this figure is nearly 4 times that of the current number of extinctions. I'll just pause and allow you to think about how the student writes about the future, like are predicted to rise, will drop, continue, towards the end of the 21st century. Most times you need to write a clear linking or introducing phrase like, in the line graph, as for the information in the line graph, or the line graph clearly shows that. Then write about the pie charts. The combined data in the pie graphs provide a clear picture of the link between human activity and the threat to plant life in particular. Basically, human activity accounts for over 4/5 of all threats, the majority of which is related to agriculture. Other forms of activity include logging and development. This data could serve as a warning that we need to curb our agricultural development to minimize the risk of devastating plant extinction. Notice how the student has focused on the main features, the significant features, and made relevant comparisons. Here is the whole text. I encourage you to read it slowly and carefully and pause the video and maybe write out some sentence constructions that you're not so good at. Thank you for visiting and reading this IELTS model. I'm really enjoying helping you, and please stay in touch for more models and tips.